It's been a little over a month since Michigan State Police busted some of the biggest meth labs they say that they've ever seen. But what happens once the yellow tape is taken down and the criminals, well, they're put in jail? Shannon Kantner gives us an in-depth look at the aftermath of meth labs and their unsuspecting victims.
19-year-old Jake Hippensteel didn't mind moving back in with his parents last summer.
I'm trying to do the best I can with them.
But he does mind that his new home is an old meth house.
I've never had allergies until I moved here.
He remembers one night when the hives were so bad he couldn't even sleep.
So I'd start to break out my arms, on my chest, my back. I just kept trying to itch, and I'd put something cold on my stomach or on my feet so it would stop itching, and it just didn't work.
That's when Jake and his dad did a little research and found out their home exploded in 2008, much like the explosion in Hillsdale just last month. In this case, the meth was made right above their rooms in the attic that is now deadbolted.
Once I found out, I felt very uncomfortable.
Wow. I mean, it's like I'm living in a meth house that blew up, so it's kind of like, wouldn't they condemn the house or something?
That's exactly what the health department did for 1 month in 2008. The cleanup met the state guidelines for clandestine drug labs. But health officials tell me it's not always that easy.
Surprisingly, it's hard to get this off of every surface because it surprisingly gets into every crack and crevice and on every surface of the house.
Even before an explosion occurs, one of the real dangers to residents is the meth that's already been released into the home through the burping method used while making it.
There is methamphetamine on the walls and the floors and the ceiling. It depends on how long ago. It will stay there forever. It doesn't break down in a house. There's nothing that will break it down. It'll be there for decades.
Decades is how long Detective Lieutenant David Cook has been on the scene of some of the biggest meth lab busts in the Tri-County area, including Jake's home.
If it's done cleaned up according to the way the health department says to do it, then I guess it's habitable. I wouldn't live in it, but...
He said the average cost for a cleanup is about $1,000, and that's coming out of taxpayers' pockets.
Every time you pay state taxes, property tax, income tax, federal income tax, sales tax, whatever, it is your money. It's the people's money. They're the people, that's why they should be concerned about it, because there's a substantial cost to it, and it's costing everybody money.
But Jake's dad is saving money, so they can hopefully put this behind them.
Anxious to get out.
It could get worse, actually, if I keep living here. So, I mean, it kind of scares me sometimes.
And this could happen anywhere. Lieutenant Cook said in all of his years on the job, the people he's busted have always come right back out and started new meth labs. In Jackson County, Shannon Kantner, Fox 47 News.
Disturbing story there. The Ingham County Health Department tells us small kids are at the greatest risk of living in former meth homes. They're the most likely to touch walls and floors and then put their hands in their mouth or in their eyes.